Before AI slop, viral metrics, and million-dollar guesses, there was a man, David Ogilvy, called the best direct marketer in the world. After 6 decades, clients like American Express, Ford, Microsoft, Nestle, and Volkswagen, and one book that's been the UK's best-selling marketing text for over 40 years, Drayton Bird's results-first philosophy still cuts through every fad. His book, Common Sense Direct and Digital Marketing, has trained a generation. His principles built the largest direct marketing network on earth. While everyone chases the next shiny tactic, Bird's standards remain results, nothing less. This is the story of how one man's obsession with measurable persuasion built a global legacy. Picture this: David Ogilvy, the father of advertising. The man behind Rolls-Royce copy that sold cars for decades says someone knows more about direct marketing than anyone in the world. That's not a casual compliment. Ogilvy built Ogilvy and Mather into a global empire on the back of research, testing, and results. When he singles you out, you've arrived. The man he chose to single out was Drayton Bird, a copywriter, strategist, and direct response pioneer whose career would span 6 decades and reshape how the world sells. So who is Drayton Bird? Born in 1936, he's far more than a copywriter. He's a strategist, teacher, and direct response pioneer whose work has shaped modern marketing across continents. The Chartered Institute of Marketing named him one of 50 living individuals who shaped modern marketing. He's received Lifetime Achievement Awards from the Caples organization in New York and Early to Rise in Florida. He's one of the first honorary fellows of the Institute of Direct Marketing. This isn't a guru selling courses. This is a man who actually moved the needle for the biggest brands on earth. Bird's education in human psychology didn't begin in a classroom. It began in his father's pub near Liverpool. Picture it: a steady parade of characters, from working-class regulars to wealthy businessmen, all spilling out their desires, frustrations, and motivations within earshot of a young Drayton. That pub gave him something no marketing degree ever could: an unfiltered window into what actually makes people tick. Status, comfort, security, fear, desire, belief. Every principle he would later teach traces back to those barstool lessons in human nature. He learned to sell before he ever wrote a single advertisement. After a stint in journalism, Bird walked into the advertising industry and immediately grew frustrated. The place ran on charm and opinion. Senior partners puffed cigars and declared what felt right, while millions evaporated into campaigns nobody could prove worked. Bird couldn't stomach it. He immersed himself in the masters of scientific advertising, Claude Hopkins, who insisted every claim be tested, and John Caples, who proved that direct response copy could be measured dollar for dollar. Those men became his teachers. Their discipline became his standard, and that frustration lit a fire that would burn for 60 years. In 1977, Bird co-founded Trenier Harvey, Bird and Watson, and built it into the largest direct marketing agency in the United Kingdom. Not by accident, not by guesswork. By applying the same principles he preached: relentless testing, dominant emotion targeting, irresistible offers, and copy that asked for the order. Within 7 years, the firm's results were so extraordinary that Ogilvy and Mather came knocking. In 1984, they acquired the agency, and Bird became vice chairman and worldwide creative director of Ogilvy and Mather Direct. From Liverpool pub to global boardroom, the trajectory was just getting started. Under Bird's leadership, Ogilvy and Mather Direct grew into the largest direct marketing network on the planet. He was elected to the worldwide Ogilvy Group board, a rare distinction for a direct response specialist in a brand-building culture. He ran campaigns for American Express, Ford, Microsoft, Nestle, and Volkswagen. He trained a generation of copywriters in the Ogilvy tradition. But the award he probably values most came from his peers, the Chartered Institute of Marketing naming him one of 50 living individuals who shaped modern marketing. Not 50 marketers, 50 individuals. That list is short, and Bird is on it. The Bird-Ogilvy story begins with a letter. Seeking a role with Ogilvy in New York, Bird sat down and wrote what he later called one of the best letters I've ever written. It opened with a line so perfectly Ogilvy-esque that it could have come from the master himself. "Dear Mr. Ogilvy, you've never heard of me, but I have a quality that I know you prize. I know how to make people buy things." Bold, benefit-led, zero filler. The letter earned an immediate reply and an interview offer. Bird practiced what he preached before he ever set foot in Ogilvy's office. Bird's personal accounts of David Ogilvy reveal a far more complex figure than the public image suggested. Yes, Ogilvy was the father of advertising, founder of one of the world's most powerful agencies, the man who dressed like a Homburg-hatted diplomat. But Bird saw him up close. He was intensely insecure despite his success, relentlessly curious, exceptionally well-read, acutely aware of his public image, and above all, a man who respected results above everything else: credentials, opinions, politics be damned. That last trait is exactly why Ogilvy respected Bird. Two men obsessed with the same thing: measurable persuasion. Years after that first letter, Bird wrote a fiery public defense of Ogilvy after a dismissive magazine article savaged the old man. Ogilvy called personally to thank him. That single phone call helped pave the way for Ogilvy and Mather's acquisition of Bird's agency in 1984. It's a beautiful detail, the legendary founder calling a mid-career copywriter to say thank you, then buying his company. The transaction wasn't charity, it was recognition. Bird had built something Ogilvy wanted at the center of his empire. Results, not relationships, opened the door, but the relationship made it permanent. Principles are only as good as the results they produce, and Bird's track record is staggering. Documented outcomes from his career include sales letters that pulled responses at multiples of the industry average, campaigns that turned obscure products into household names, and direct mail packages that beat control packages year after year through relentless testing. His work for American Express, Ford, and Volkswagen generated returns measured in tens of millions. But what makes these results remarkable isn't the size, it's the consistency. Bird didn't get lucky once. He got measurable, repeatable, scalable results across 6 decades and dozens of categories. Now, Drayton Bird's 6 core direct response principles. Number 1. Focus relentlessly on measurable results. For Bird, marketing is salesmanship. Its purpose is not to win awards or build the brand in some vague, immeasurable way. Every pound or dollar spent must be accountable. His firm's motto, results, nothing less, is not a tagline. It's a philosophy that shapes every decision. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. You can't manage it, you can't improve it. And if you can't improve it, you're not marketing, you're gambling with someone else's money. Principle number 2, test everything, without exception. Bird champions the 2 rules of direct marketing attributed to Richard Benson. Rule 1, test everything. Rule 2, refer to Rule 1. Don't guess which headline, offer, or image will perform best. Test them. Data, not opinion, should guide your decisions. This scientific approach de-risks marketing by letting you validate with small budgets before scaling what works. Bird's career has been one long laboratory, every assumption questioned, every variant tested, every result tracked. The marketers who skip testing aren't saving time, they're burning it on campaigns that will never know how badly they failed. Principle number 3, understand the dominant emotion. Bird teaches that most purchases are driven by emotional needs, status, comfort, security, fear of loss, hope of gain. Logical features are secondary. His dominant emotion system focuses on identifying the single most powerful emotional driver behind a purchase decision and building your entire message around it. Not 3 drivers, not 5. 1. Understanding what your prospect fears, desires, and believes is the first step to copy that resonates deep in the gut. Speak to the emotion that actually moves the buying decision, and the rational mind will follow the heart. Principle number 4, master the art of persuasion. Whether it's a letter, an email, a landing page, or a video script, the core skill is the same, persuasion. Bird breaks down the process of getting a response into clear steps. Gain attention, build interest, create desire, foster conviction, and close the sale by asking for action. Notice the pattern. It's not new. It's the same structure direct response copywriters have used for a century. The medium changes, print, digital, video, social. But the psychology of moving a human from indifferent to invested never changes. Master the sequence and you master the sale. Principle number 5, make an irresistible offer. Here's where most marketers catastrophically fail. Your product is not the offer. The offer is the total package you present to the prospect, the price, the terms, the guarantee, the premium, the payment plan, the deadline, the bonus. A powerful benefit-driven offer can dramatically outperform a weak one selling the exact same product. Bird teaches you to stack value so the prospect feels stupid saying no. Risk reversal through strong guarantees. Urgency through real deadlines. Bonuses that complement the core product. The offer is where persuasion meets math. Get the offer right, and even mediocre copy can convert. There's a 6th pillar to Bird's common sense system that ties everything together. Clarity above cleverness. Bird, like Ogilvy before him, despises copy that tries to impress other copywriters. Every word must earn its place. If a sentence doesn't advance the sale, it dies. If a paragraph doesn't move the prospect closer to action, it's cut. This ruthless discipline shows up in every campaign Bird has ever shipped. No jargon for jargon's sake. No brand storytelling that sounds beautiful but sells nothing. Just clear, tested persuasion aimed at one outcome, the response. Clarity isn't just a style, it's a competitive weapon. So why does any of this matter in 2025? Because the marketing world has lost its mind. AI generates millions of words nobody asked for. Influencers chase virality while roast tanks. CMOs confuse activity with results. Brand teams insist on campaigns that feel right while competitors with measurably better offers eat their lunch. In that chaos, Bird's common sense principles aren't nostalgic, they're revolutionary. The marketers who apply them will win. The ones who don't will keep writing beautifully crafted emails that get opened, read, and ignored. The fundamentals haven't changed. Most of your competitors have simply forgotten them. That's your opening.